Hey y'all, I know it's been a while since I did a video, so just doing a quick update. I'm going to get moving along on this large 4x4 aquarium project. As you can see, I've got the stand moved into the fish room here, so just kind of a quick update on the fish room. I painted it, was red, painted it blue, added some new furniture. I did have where this chair is, that's where I had the nanos sitting. I've repainted and redid the top of the stand for the nanos. These were formerly the shrimp tank. I have a bunch of footage, I just haven't had the time to put it together, but these are now beta tanks. Get a little glimpse of these guys. I'll have one of my edited, nicer looking videos, hopefully in a few weeks. I already filmed everything, I just haven't edited it together. Still got the 30-gallon going. As you can see, it's super overstocked, just completely slam packed. I've been doing water changes every 2 days on this. And this front's really thinned out too. A couple things going on. One, it's completely overstocked because I sold the 55-gallon that was sitting right here in order to make some room for the new project. It's going to fund it a little bit too, and I just kind of figured it was time to part ways with the 55. I didn't think I'd miss it at first, but now I'm actually a little sad to see it go. But anyway, back to this. I did keep some of the rainbows and a couple fish out of the 55 and moved them into this 30 for the time being. Now, as far as the 30 goes, can't remember exactly what the last update I did on this was, but I'm pretty positive this has changed drastically. One of the things that's happened, the dwarf baby tears that were growing nice and thick and pretty through here, again, for like the third or fourth time, I guess it's just something they do. They were growing real thick and pretty and beautiful, and then all of a sudden one day I was in here and just the whole mat just broke up and came up all at once. Had a big air pocket under it. All the roots underneath it were just separated and everything kind of died off underneath. It's even started to do it over here in the nanos. All this real thick, nice growth, this whole thing is just loosely sitting in here. All that's actually holding it down is this grass growing through it. So I've been trying a different technique with these. I've just been kind of taking my tweezers, and over the last 3 weeks, every time I clean it, I'll just pinch small sections spaced out through it like that, and just push them all the way in, kind of hopefully try and re-anchor them. Maybe when I push those in, they'll re-root out and re-anchor it. So far, they've held in. I got a little bit of string algae there. I gotta take care of that. But the same with this one. All this dwarf baby tears is all loose, and all that's holding it in is this grass. But I guess that's just an issue with that plant, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, that's what happened over here. Those kind of broke out. So now I'm moving in some of my other plants that will hopefully be more stable. That way they don't keep thinning out and looking gross. I pulled a bunch of that grass and everything growing in here because part of what happened too is all this filled in so much, and this grass overtook and grew so far over and actually grew over the top and was shading all this out. It was starting to kill some of my other plants and prevent them from growing. So I pulled a bunch of this out, sold it with that one tank, and now I'm just going to let this fill all back in. So yeah, right now, pretty much from here over, just looks real rough. And even my grass through here, I've got some thin spots where I pulled out a lot of stuff that was just overgrowing, really. So right now, the pretty much the back looks good and a couple parts of the middle, but this tank, the scape's really out of whack. So I got to get back on it. One of the things, you know, it's been kind of keeping me up this summer. I've had a guest staying with me a while, so, and my fish room doubled as the guest room. And any of you that do aquascapes or Planet Aquariums know it takes a lot of time. And it's kind of hard to do when you're letting somebody, you know, having someone stay over. So I just did bare minimum maintenance, and I let things get out of, get out of control. So it's a good example as to why, you know, don't ever get off your maintenance. I got off my maintenance for the last, I guess, about 3 months now, and my tank's really suffered. So the good part, though, half the fun is getting everything set up and going. My nanos, for the most part, held strong through it. I'm still happy with them, so they're okay. This one, I'm just going to keep tweaking with. Hopefully over the next 6 months, I'll get it grown back in pretty thick and heavy. I'll get these fish moved out of here soon. And I know I'm rambling on. Sorry about that, y'all. But back on to the main reason I'm making this. I'm actually getting ready to film here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start breaking down my two 55-gallon tanks there. I'm going to break those down, get the glass all prepped and ready to go. And once I'm done with that, and I know my glass is good and everything's right with it, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my plywood piece and the fiberglass. And this week I will be doing the bottom of the tank, and I will start building the actual tank. And hopefully by the end of this week I'll be starting the process of the water test. So that's kind of all coming up. I know I've been really far behind on putting stuff up, so if anyone's kind of been wondering, like, hey, what the heck happened? I guess it didn't work out. It's coming slowly but surely. But yeah, so the big stuff, you know, like getting the wall painted and getting all this other stuff kind of out of the way and ready to go, it's all done. So all there is to do now is to build the tank and, you know, start loading it up with fish and plants. Anyway, hopefully I'll get that up soon, y'all. Any questions or comments, always welcome. Happy to hear them. Y'all take it easy.